Well, hi family. I just felt like sharing something because there was a sister over yesterday afternoon, and she's starting the journey, the true shadow work journey through the fourth dimension, and she's ready to jump in it and just make the journey. So proud. But it also made me realize that, of course, we are all somewhere, in the journey, and it's going so rapidly now because everything is working together. And so when you now start jumping into the shadow journey, um, you can use some tools. That would be great. So, and of course, we are all mirrors for each other, and we carry within in our, in our beautiful energetic field and beautiful keys for each other, activation keys, and so it's important to share. And for the ones who resonate, take it, and just feel and try it, and maybe something else will activate, and you use that in use it together. I'm just, it was like you need to share that, so I'm gonna share it. And because when you enter the journey of the fourth dimension, and you start going through all the shadows, mm, it becomes easier, because every time you embody more light and your consciousness expands and you become more love, and the more your consciousness expands, the more you can handle. But it can be a very crazy, crazy, crazy ride sometimes. When we start going through the fourth dimension, we also start experiencing the difference between true light and false light, you know. Because it's like a lesson for our soul, and every time you go through a shadow and you open up that portal within your beautiful vessel, within your body, um, you're going towards the DNA activation, and you go towards becoming more light, more love, and you expand. And there will be trickster energy tests, like, yeah, and just little tests for your soul. Um, so I'm just gonna share some things that have helped me a lot. And for the ones who are just starting that journey, it can be very helpful, I feel. And for the ones who are already in the middle of the journey or going towards the end of the journey, where we receive our beautiful golden egg, golden orb, and we can unwrap it and just walk, over our beautiful inner inner rainbow bridge and start experiencing the magic of New Earth. Yeah, woo. And and realign to source, and and the voice of your beautiful highest light becomes so clear and becomes constant, and your team is also there, and you can make a choice in that, if it's too much, if you're almost there and you're going over the bridge and everything, the realignment is there, and it's too busy for you, because for me it was too busy, and I just told my highest light and my team, when I go and leave this vessel, we go party like crazy, and but up until that point, I just want to talk to my highest light and only my highest light, no, nothing else, just my highest light, my highest light. So it keeps you centered. So that's just an advice. And and if they have messages, just they tell it to your highest light, and your highest light talks to you. So you keep it calm for yourself. We are the ones with the boots on the ground, so and So that's something I need to share. Maybe it helps. um, yeah, oh yeah, the tools. So we also, everyone goes through a period, and it's usually, it's always when we go to the fourth dimension, and we start working on our shadows. Our body gets ill because it needs purification, and it's different for everybody. For me, it all goes through the body ever since I was young. So every emotion, everything goes through the body for me, and that's for a reason because I'm part of the core, you could say, the core family, and so everything goes through the body. But um, that's okay. That made me that was all needed. So in a moment when I was very sick, my body became very ill. It was like my organs were just like, well, I don't want to work anymore. So my organs became ill, and I was full with infections and just and also, and I had the shadow work, the memories, the traumas of this life and other lives, and it was all going, simultaneously. Yeah. And so I tried everything, and I have a background in shiatsu, so I tried well everything, do my exercises and eat the healthy vegetables from my own garden and the forest fruits, and and drink lots of purified water, and what I took different things and Ayurvedic, herbs from mother, and so I did a lot of things, but I couldn't get to uh, the full cell renewal, the full cell renewal that your body fully renews itself. Um, so I just kept trying everything, working with colors and all kinds of things. And then finally I got it. So, and it helped me such a great deal. So that is why I'm sharing it here now, because if you're in the process of opening up a shadow, or you want more clarity, or you want to become more in conscious contact with your body, because your body holds everything inside. Your body is the temple and the portal to new earth. So it's all here in this beautiful vessel. And what I started doing was just one organ at the time, but I started making contact with an organ, that was shouting out the loudest, that needed my attention, my love, my light. And I would just do this, get three fingers, three fingers, three fingers. I did it with Hara diagnose during my education. So I just like, well, let's go check. And I will do it like this. Yes. So you can see, I think, yeah. Okay. Well, just three fingers, and you go to, in this, I go to my stomach, for a moment. You just put your fingers there and you give some pressure until you feel like, and well, keep it, go through it, just breathe into it, and just use your left hand to, keep the pressure there. And then align to your highest light, and only your highest light, so no interference can come through, only your highest light. Because when you align to your highest light, you automatically align to your 0 point, your inner source point, where your divine feminine and your divine masculine merge as one, and you let everything come through the heart, through the portal of the heart, just your highest light, align to your highest light. Because when we go through the fourth dimension, we are, well, there are trickster energies, and they disguise in different ways, and you know the way the well, I like to call it the false matrix. You know, the way they designed it, very clever, but you know they're very good in copy paste. You know, I told it before, copy paste, and they use, you know, the false light has been brought into. Well, you can see now how I have my hand. You know, false light has been brought into the spiritual movement already during the hippie years. You know, the 60s. And I talked before about the Merkaba, you know, and believe me, I have, you know, like 3 weeks or 4 weeks every day, 4 or 5 hours breathing techniques and doing all the things and everything that was in the book. And oh yeah, I want to go with my Merkaba and I want to travel and connecting to Metatron, the angel. And well, after 4 weeks, I was like, well, I don't know. It's just well, it's not my thing, you know. It doesn't resonate, and I did it, but you know, it's bringing me nothing. So I just let it go, and I had this period of, you know, doing global meditations with different, you know, they were very big ones during the days, about 8 years ago, very big, you know, within the spiritual movement. And it turned out to be false light. You know, it was, we have the football games, you know, and the concerts, and they use it, you know, to get the energy. And that was the same thing, you know, but use it to get the light and to bring down your frequency, you know. So be very conscious about what is true light and what is false light, you know, and don't go call upon the angels, or don't go call upon Metatron like I did, or I don't know, Maria Magdalena, or you know, because it's and of course some of them have incarnated on Earth and had their ride here and their journey here, but and their soul is, you know, is somewhere in another dimension, of course, but you know, let them be. And because you are it all, you know, you are it all, and you have to start believing that. And don't, you know, just start reading your own inner book and start calling upon yourself, your own highest light, your own source, you know, your own mother, your own father, and of course align to the original template of the beautiful crystalline diamond grid of mother and the diamond heart of mother. And of course, you know, but don't, you know, just trust you, you know. You are so powerful, truly. But you know, when we haven't met our true light yet, we have to do it with just believing, you know. So I understand, but I can tell you from my own experience that you are so powerful. You are so fucking powerful. Yeah, you are the Care Bear. Like you can beam it all away if you want to, and that is why the darkness is the greatest present, because it's, you know, it's the opportunity for us to, you know, become who we truly are. And we are that powerful creator. We all are that powerful magician. Yeah. And we can alchemize everything, and including our own, you know, body. We can reset it fully. You can do it yourself. You are that healer. We all are that healer. So, you know, just wanna say it again. So, oh yeah, so I have my hand placed, you know, the 3 fingers, and my left hand, you know, to give some extra. And I just call upon my highest light, my team, and I just ask for the sound that is needed to open up the shadow that is present within my stomach. And first I say, hello, my beloved stomach. I love you and I thank you. And I'm going to be gentle with you and work with me as one because we're going to bring so much love and light to you. And we need to open up the shadow and become more light and bring you back to your original, state of being. Yeah, or your original template, whatever you want to call it, you all have the wisdom within. So I just, I call upon the sound. Riavorisa moka yeja warian waketa mabaria. Wah, wah, shampaka, wah, wah, shampaka, wah. So, and then what I did was just call upon the movement. Because just before I started doing this with my organs, I had this during a meditation, just it was like the higher council, I had I think five light beings, like 4 meters high, 5 meters high, just very, 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 very big, was standing around me, just like out of nowhere, and you can imagine it's some of us are, when you start the journey, you're like, whoa, all that light, and because, we've lived in the shadow so long, and whoa, but there's nothing to be afraid of, And, but they were standing around and they showed me my matrix, my beautiful matrix. And it was like, and in that moment, instantly in that moment, I understood what I was doing the whole time, When you dance, you use your hands intuitively. And Marley wants to say something. And Marley? And but you're working in your own matrix, you're repairing things, you're activating things, you're getting things out or whatever, it's not a coincidence that you're doing that, so you can also call upon the movement and just let the movement come through your heart and just take it and do the movement, whatever is needed, and then bring it into your stomach. And that was what I was doing. So first I would call upon the sound, to open it. Then I would call upon the movement. And the last thing I would do was call upon the light symbol that was needed. And I would just call upon the light symbol. And well, I was lucky that I could already see it. So I could see the light symbol and just place it, coming through my heart and place it on my stomach. And and I just letting it all go and just have my diary and just, observing myself, observing my stomach, and things would just, it would start during dream time, and, the animal world would send me signs, and, things would happen in the forest, magical things, and then when it was ready, just bam, there was the shadow, and of course there were some trickster energies, try to stop me from embodying more light, becoming more light, but that's how I did it, and so maybe it can be useful, for some of you out there. So that's why I'm sharing it, and yeah, I'm just want to express again, don't call upon, all the things outside yourself, it's all there within you. Just, call upon your highest light and your beautiful team, and that's enough. That is truly enough. And just observe and be patient with yourself, because we always have that integration moment, and and then your vessel, your earth body is catching up with your light body, and we have to take good care of ourselves. So, and everything's going so rapidly now. So for me, it was like, I don't know, a week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks before, a shadow journey was complete. And I was, the DNA was activated. So a new wisdom came to me and soul wisdom, and, and you embody a new frequency and you expand in your consciousness. So that's just, well, I don't know what I want to say with that, but I don't know, something, but I forgot about it. So that's that. And something else. Yeah. Um, during the journey through the shadows, you have, well, sometimes shadows can be really, really, really tough. And it can be very exhausting in moments. And now, because we're just, going high speed, everybody's going high speed, um, even more so. So when you're feeling like this or something that has helped me a lot the past 8, well, longer even, because I started doing it at the shiatsu when I started studying shiatsu. That's when I started doing it. When I was, uncertain about something, or, and I needed to get into my power. I started doing that. Yeah. And during my shadow work, I started doing it in a different way, just, to become more light. And what I would do was this. I'm just gonna do it so you can see it. It's just, oh yeah, you use your, not like this with the knuckles, but just, in a relaxing way, but firm. We can walk on each other's body, so your body can get, just bum, give some power to it. So bum on your thymus, on your higher heart, and just, I'm just going to end with this because it's already 22 minutes. And I don't know what is coming, but I will show you the example of how I do it. And you can use it, and feel if it's something for you. It has given me a lot of power. And what I do is I call upon my highest light, I become this light warrior, and I just make myself very strong and powerful, and I feel my wings, and I just call upon my highest light, and I call upon the light, and I tell my body, and my highest light, I'm ready to embody even more light, and I call upon the golden dragon, the golden dragon, that's like, the source portal creation. And I call upon the golden dragon and the fire and the light, and I just call upon the sounds that are needed to embody even more light, and just be the fire in all its power. And then just, and also in your sounds be that powerful fire, So I'm just gonna show you, and then I'm gonna end. Okay. So have fun. I have fun also, and thank you for watching. And love to you all. And let's start. Okay, here I am. Oh, handayawakasa. Oh, handariawasa. Oh, oh, handaveo. Uriavada. Koreamasya takambale. Oh, ariakawase. Hanta vakaria moria veria ponda setta. Korea veriamo. Haria setta koria vaassan kattaveriamo ko. Ho, yanta veria. Oh, you got this. Bye.